The lure of the Kentucky Derby is the history, and African Americans have certainly been a big part of that history, a huge impact on horse racing in general, but especially here in the state of Kentucky. And you talk about a big impact. You talk about delicious bourbon, and of course that's important to the state and to the city of Louisville. Kentucky Peerless Distilling Company has a bottle, and they're partnering here and making sure that we're all aware of the impact of African Americans. This is, I don't know how close we can get, but this is Isaac Murphy, and I think he won 3 Kentucky Derbies, but I've got some gentlemen who know much more about it than I do, and we're going to talk to them about the partnership here and the importance of. This is a beautiful bottle, and I guarantee this, it's a tasty bottle as well. All right, let me introduce you to my friends who will tell you all about it. This is Cordell Lawrence. Cordell is with Kentucky Peerless. Welcome, Cordell. Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Also, we have Calvin Davis, the president of the Project to Preserve African American Turf History.
Yes,
Thank you so much for joining us, Calvin.
Thank you.
And also with us is James, and I want to make sure I get this right, James Natsis? Natsis. I'm sorry, James. He is the VP of Global
Globalization.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure. I didn't know it was global strategy or
I don't want to hook you on
globalization.
phonics, John.
Okay. All right, guys. A lot of folks here, and we're glad you're all here. But this is an important topic. First of all, the partnership here. How did it form? So I'll go to you first, Cordell. Obviously, I think there is a tie-in here, and I'll have you talk about it. But how did the partnership form initially?
Well, I'll never forget the first day that Jim and Calvin approached us about this project, and the stories they shared were forgotten history, essentially. And in our industry, we really revere storytelling, and their passion in that storytelling came through in such a way that it was immediate goosebumps. And not just saying that, immediately ran to Corky Taylor, owner of Peerless, and said, "This is something special. This is different." We get a lot of people who approach us with different collaboration ideas, different commemorative bottle ideas. This one stood out in such a heartfelt way and genuine way that I said we have to do this because the gentlemen behind it are the kind of people we want to partner with.
Yes. So Calvin, tell us a little bit about your organization, the mission, and the importance of partnerships like this to really raise awareness. And that's what this is all about, isn't it?
Right. We founded Project to Preserve African American Turf History 2007. Our legacy really was built on the foundation of African Americans in horse racing. So what we wanted to do, one of the central figures was Isaac Murphy during the Jim Crow era. Isaac was that kind of guy who won 3 Kentucky Derbies. He raced in 11, and Isaac also as well. He was, should I say, the highest paid athlete during that era. So we wanted to do something with Peerless to really commemorate this history and set that aside as the bourbon industry moves forward.
And James, since you're in charge of the globalization and awareness around the globe, this is important not only to the state of Kentucky, but for an entire race, actually for humanity, period. So talk about that mission a little bit, that this is bigger than just Kentucky horse racing or the Derby, right?
Right. Well, the Derby is known around the world, and bourbon's known around the world now more and more, and Peerless was a good fit for us. And I had written an article on Peerless about 6 months after they opened, and they opened in 2015 for Insider Louisville. And when I met Corky, he was such a storyteller, as Cordell had mentioned, and I just love the familyness on their history, which goes back to the same era as we're talking about the Black Jockeys. Mm-hmm. And so when I approached, I had written Carson, and Carson had told Cordell, and he got a hold of me immediately. And when I told Cal and Leon and the rest of the PATH members, they were so excited that we would be able to have a relationship with these guys, and we're really proud to be here.
And I'm so glad that you are here. Cordell, I want to talk a little bit about, I think that bourbon and horse racing really do go hand in hand, and especially with Peerless, because we're talking 5 generations here. Your history is important. So this, from what I understand, is the first bottle in a series, correct?
That's correct. So this will be an annual tradition released the week before Derby every year. And each of these will commemorate a different historical figure within horse racing, and in particular an African-American jockey that made a massive impact. So no better than to start with the best, Isaac Murphy, the most famous of all time.
Yeah, and Calvin, I have to ask you, for you, your job has to be rewarding, because these are people who might not be recognized if it weren't for partnerships like this in an organization like yours.
Exactly.
So talk to me a little bit about what it means to you as an African American, as someone who loves your state of Kentucky. This is big doings here. This is neat.
It really is. This history has been buried for such a long time. To have the likes of Isaac Murphy, Sue Perkins, Oliver Lewis being your very first Kentucky Derby winning jockey, to be able to, look out at these jockeys that lie, should I say, in the African American Cemetery number 2, to be able to dig up, should I say, those stories. That's what my organization does. We preserve the history, heritage, and legacy of these black jockeys.
All right, we've got about 30 seconds here, so I have to hear from you here. You have to tell me exactly what this is going to taste like. I guess, Cordell, we should go to you.
Sure.
But I know this. I'm a big fan of Peerless. So what are we going to taste when we taste this bourbon?
You're going to taste what I call layered complexity. You're going to get a lot of brown sugar, molasses, caramel notes, as well as kind of that classic oak tannin quality you're going to get in classic Kentucky bourbon. But it's all going to come together in a very palatable, enjoyable barrel-strength product that's handmade, grain to bottle in our facility in downtown Louisville, and paying respects to the most famous jockey of all time.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Good things happen when we have a partnership like this, and this is certainly a natural. Again, I encourage you, buy the bottle. It is historic, and the bourbon is absolutely delicious. It will be a collector's item, I promise you that. All right.